All right, kiddo. Today I want to talk to you about fatherhood. Now, what does it mean to be a father? I'm going to admit to you right now that I don't know. But there's this really cool instruction manual called the Bible, which I will be introducing to you shortly. We just got to cultivate our imagination, and you'll basically understand everything I'm trying to illustrate to you in this video. Okay? First and foremost, I have to provide you, in order for me to be defined as a good father, I have to leave you behind providence. I have to provide in advance. Now, what do I have to provide you? I have to provide you with a great education. I have to keep you healthy, and I have to leave you some real estate or an asset, real estate, Bitcoin. I have to leave you some assets. Now, according to the Bible, a good man leaves behind an inheritance for his children's children. So that in order for me to be successful as your father, I have to leave you an advance, okay? Now, is it fair? It's not fair, because I had to get it out of the mud, all right? We have a lovely roof over your head. You have your own room, something that I didn't grow up with. I probably have to leave you a car as well for you to get around. Again, I had to get it out of the mud. I had to buy my first car, buy my first crib, and basically start that generation of good men that you will inevitably grow up to be. But that's what it means to be a good father. Now, in order for me to get to this point, God wanted me to go through some things, and I still am going through those things. But first and foremost, I had to meet your mom. We had to get married, and then you were born. Okay, I had to become a husband first before I became a father. So that was the prerequisite, and up until now, I met all those requirements, right? Although I ain't gonna lie, your dad did have some fun, but I had to be truthful. Okay, I had to be truthful. Okay, but I met the requirements for me to get you here. I had to meet your mother. We got married, and then we had you, right? Now, in order for us to get this house that I'm inevitably going to leave you behind, I had to be a husband first. I had to be a father. So these are certain things that I wouldn't necessarily say applies to all, but in order for you to be successful in the eyes of the Supreme Father is to go through those prerequisites. Now, in order for you to do that, you have to start being a good man. And listen to me from time to time. I know I ain't got all the answers, but I am listening to him, and he's guiding me. He's my best friend, and he'll be your best friend as well. So that's what fatherhood is. You have to provide in advance, okay? You have to educate your son and daughter. You have to keep them healthy, exercise, sports, activities that's going to keep the mind turning, keep the creativity rolling. And you have to leave them behind some assets. And right now, we got some of those checked off, but we got to keep going. We are providing you with a pretty good life in order for you a nice environment, in order for you to cultivate your character. But it's going to take some work on your part, all right? And not everybody is as lucky as you. Your dad isn't as lucky as you. You have all of these things to your advantage in order for you to be cultivated into a good man. But it had to take it took a while to get here, all right? We don't need you fumbling it, okay? We need you pushing it forward. And whatever questions you have, if you don't need to talk to me, talk to God first. And then he'll inevitably guide you to me, because he is guiding me into becoming a good man. I'm not saying I'm there yet. I got a lot of learning to do, but through prayer, through everything, your dad is trying his best. At the end of the day, I know you're going to try to blame me for something down the road. I know you're going to try to blame me for something, but I'm telling you, don't blame me, all right? I tried my best given my circumstances, but you can't blame nobody, all right? So, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Follow my lead, and we'll deliver you and your people to the promised land, all right? Love you, and we'll talk on the next one.